Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jedi.Tax Online. Today is May 9th, 2021. The long 2-year stretch is just days away from ending. It's unbelievable. From January of last year all the way through to now, it's just been one absolute long year. There's no adrenaline left. There's nothing. We've just seen that point, and we're getting there, crawling there, jumping there, doing everything we can. But it is what it is. That's me complaining. I'm Rogelio Noriega. I am a California registered tax preparer, and I'm actually going through licensing for several other states. Hopefully, New York. Oregon's going to be much tougher than I thought because you have to have some sort of a mentor relationship as I'm looking into it. And I've been in this business for 34 years. Well, actually, I did work for my uncle Prudenciano Santana, who was in Los Angeles. I worked for him for 10 years. Yeah, I've got 44 years in this business. You can tell in my see those bags under my eyes. But anyway, I want to thank everyone. I want to just talk about a few little things. As you know, we talk about taxes and we also talk about retirement, workplace issues and stuff. And I want to remind everyone about a situation that has come to the fore. Tax season, May 17th. That's it. The deadline is May 15th. But as happens often in the tax world, when you have the deadline falling on a Saturday or a Sunday, it moves to Monday. Now, if there's a holiday on Monday, it'll be extended to a Tuesday, but it's very rare for a holiday to come into play on that. But May 17th is it. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It is absolutely, well, my voice is gone. Even on Mother's Day today. And I want to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day. Today in the United States, it is Mother's Day. Tomorrow in the Latin world, Feliz Dia de las Madres. Even though you no longer recognize me, Mom, I do think about you. Not a day goes by that I don't think about you. I know that you no longer recognize me or know who I am, but I'm eternally grateful. I suppose I haven't had a chance to say this to you. I believe you know that I'm eternally grateful. And I miss having the opportunity to just have a conversation with you. But I'm glad that my brother and sisters are still in contact. And she does recognize them. So for that, I am happy. And I look forward to the opportunity to be able to have a conversation with you where you'll even recognize me. But that is a little heavy for today on the topic. But it is Happy Mother's Day to everyone. And for us men, it's a day to celebrate. We are all brothers from another mother. So it's a good deal. If you need assistance, head on over to Jedi.Tax. You can contact us via email. If you contact us via phone and we do not answer, we ask you to please leave a message. We do have specific hours that we are open. Just today, I received a text message from someone who was very unhappy that I did not contact them. And in the world of spam calls, when a person calls, it's not answered, then they call right back, don't leave a message, and then they call right back, don't leave a message. Well, we figure it's just spam, and we just go ahead and block the call. So it was early in the morning, and I wasn't working, wasn't on. And then they left us a long message via text. And sorry, what are we going to do? We're not going to antagonize. We're not going to be angry. We're disappointed. But what are we going to do? We just try to do our best and move on. But if you don't leave a message, we don't know. When your phone is blocked, how do we know? But again, what do I know? But that was a personal complaint. But I know we have several people watching us on multiple channels. We actually have extended. We're on NDB Media. We're also on Twitch. So if you're watching, let us know who you are and where you hail from. It'll be good. But we're going to be talking a little bit about financial advice. Oh, I did mention a situation, of course. In approximately 8 days, tax season will be over. And while the primary filing, you'll need to request an extension. And you need to check your individual state whether there's an automatic extension. But I believe Maryland did extend to July 15th, but the federal requirement is still May 17th. They may have jumped a bit too far ahead, but that's okay. In Maryland, you may file your federal taxes on May 17th and your state on July 15th, but whatever. Here in California, everything is May 17th and in most states. But I will have to verify it. Remember, I'm sharing information with you. As per the Selena rule, I am just your friend sharing information with you. There is no client, or a tax professional relationship right here. I am simply providing you information. Should you choose to act on your own, exactly that. You choose to act on your own. There is no client prepare relationship. So, hey friends, there was an article in smartasset.com, and I'm going to go ahead and put a link up there. And it's talking about when it comes to investment advice. And I'm going to go put that one in the chat room right now. Good evening, Luis Noriega. That is my brother down in Anaheim. Thank you, Luis, for letting me know. When it comes to financial planning, I'm very set and simple in my ways. As I mentioned, I invest with Franklin Templeton. In the past, I've used Janus, I've used Invesco, American Century, before they used to be 20th Century. And there's another one in there somewhere. I think I mentioned Janus, Invesco, American Century. I know I was with GE Capital for a short while, and generally those are mutual funds. And I guess I'm talking about the investment world right now. A mutual fund is, say, Roger, the investment advisor, likes to buy Star Trek toys. And I invest in owning Star Trek toys. And I only buy Star Trek toys unless there's a special Star Wars item that I might get from time to time. And I'm looking to grow, and I'm hoping for 5 to 10%, and that is my projected goal, 5 to 10% growth per year. And if you like that strategy, then I invite you to invest. And it could be a minimum of $1,000, could be a minimum of $25. And you can do so once per month, every 3 months, 6 months, whatever I would require for you to, the requirements for ownership. And a mutual fund is exactly that. It's an investment manager that has a strategy, and you buy in on, both figuratively and literally. And you can invest whatever the minimums are. I know with Franklin Templeton, because I am most active with them right now, I have 3 mutual funds. I have a fund that is tax-free. It's California tax-free, meaning anything I get out of that fund, which pays monthly, a dividend, it's tax-free. No federal taxes, no state taxes. Because I'm a California resident. If I were to invest in New York, I may do so, but it's no longer tax-free for me because I'm not a resident of California. But going back, the whole idea is mutual fund. It's a bunch of people that get together, and the power of being able to get your money in, buying $25 in the stock market, it's very difficult to really score. So mutual funds allow you to allegedly join a professional firm, and they invest for you, depending on the strategy that you like. So that's what a mutual fund is. Stock ownership, well, that's different. You're actually buying shares of stocks directly from companies. And you can do that through mutual funds as well. Depends on what the mutual fund wants to buy, whether they be bonds, stocks, There's variations on that. American depository accounts, I believe. Those are where you buy stocks in foreign markets, but you do it through here in the United States. So, anyway, that's just a quick idea on what mutual funds are and whether you have mutual funds. Easiest way to get into the market. You can invest in bonds. You can have a money market fund, which generally is a savings account on steroids because their returns generally are a little bit better than just your regular savings account. I believe in about a month or so, I'm going to be talking about online banking, the benefits, because I also do have an online presence. I have a Discover Bank account in addition to my Discover card. I have a savings and a checking online with Discover Bank. I also have Capital One, same thing, savings, checking, several credit cards, and I have 3 credit union accounts, and then I have a business account and a personal account with a larger bank. So I have tiny bits stretched out everywhere at different places because I'm testing what the payouts are. Because when my clients ask, I'm giving an idea of service as well as what they can do with the accounts. So I'm going to be looking at online accounts in the next month or so. So I do have to make a note of that. And again, there will be my experience with them. Um, I got to tell you, surprisingly, CDs are the payouts. I know I'm on a tangent now, not exactly related to taxes, but CDs are not paying very much right now. And I don't know what the 10-year yield is, but I can't believe it's much above 3%. I would be shocked if you were getting 3% on a 10-year plan. Robotech Toys, my brother says. Yes, we could invest in Robotech Toys if we were to form a investment vehicle. Very good. Or I'm a Star Trek individual, and I can also invest in Robotech stuff from time to time. That would probably be part of the investment strategy. 90% of our holdings would be in Star Trek items, and the rest would be in other little ventures. All I just use that to give you an idea of what the investment strategy is. You can have different types of mutual funds where they invest internationally, emerging markets, sophisticated markets, and domestic markets. You can invest in bonds, which the company is saying, I need money, so I'm willing to pay you a little bit more if you're willing to buy my bond. And they have maturities anywhere from 6 months to 5 years to maybe even 10 years, whatever. And depending on how well the company is doing or how leveraged, meaning how much debt they have, the rates could be higher. So you can invest in bond funds, and usually those mutual funds pay out monthly. Case in point, California tax free pays out monthly. Usually capital gains are paid out once a year, kind of like in December. So uh, there's those different types of investments. Those are mutual funds. But as I did post the article at Smart Asset, when you are looking for someone to help you when it comes to investing money, probably the worst person that you can ask is your friend or your neighbor for stock tip. You know the experiences. Now, if they have an investment portfolio and they're willing to show you what they have and they're willing to talk about it, maybe that's a little bit different. I have done the same. Remember, I've talked about this for a while. I'm off on another tangent. 75% of America does not have $400 saved up. And I was talking about establishing the 400 Club, and I've done so. And I opened up an account just for that. I'm now up to $100. So I'm putting in $25 a month. And you don't have to match me, but you have to start with something. Even if you put $5 in a month, you have won because you're getting into the habit of saving for that eventual rainy day that will come. And being here in Southern California, that rainy day does come from time to time. But it doesn't matter the amount. You need to start with something. But fine, be that as it may. Uh, 7 mistakes people make when choosing a financial advisor. Hiring an advisor who is not a fiduciary. And that's kind of what I mentioned right now. Go with someone who knows what they're doing. And it's really easy to hire someone that is certified, and you should go with that person. I have never come across someone saying, you know, that I'm an investment advisor. I share with you what I do in my investments, only to give you an idea what a real person will do. I said I have 3 mutual funds right now, and I have Franklin Templeton, California tax free. I have Franklin Utilities Fund. That one pays dividends every 3 months or so. Again, capital gains, I think twice a year or once a year at the end of the year. And then I have another fund which is it's a rate, which is a real estate investment. So it's another good thing that I try to put my money out in different forms of investment. So one market goes up or one industry, I'm not affected. I'm doing well generally. And I don't have very much in them, but I invest. I try to invest $25 a month in those accounts outside of the savings accounts that I mentioned. Forgive me. Something's just right there. So anyway, I do want to give a shout out to Michael Day. Thank you, Michael, for spending time with us. Patience. I'm not gonna do well with this last name, but Patience Abagila or Abahila. Let me know. I know I butchered it both ways. Maybe you can spell it phonetically. But thank you for the likes. But as I say, if you're going to hire an advisor, there's generally 2 types of advisors. Those that will prepare a plan for you, they'll charge you for it, and then you implement the plan. And then the other advisor is one that says, all right, I'm going to take a percentage of the investment. They're active managers. A mutual fund could be an active manager. But when you're talking about an advisor, they're ones that you would invest with them, and they would, depending on what you allow them to do, buy and trade per your strategy. And we've alluded to this previously, what your risk tolerance is. And your risk tolerance is what you can tolerate in losses, basically. How much of a risk can you tolerate? And oftentimes, when you invest in the market, unless you're completely stupid, when you're in the minus in a market, you'll generally recover. I am generalizing though. People do lose money. I have lost money, but it's only because I was stupid. So I did throw that rock, or I did throw that baseball. So, and I did promise, and I'm not doing it this time, but on the next time I do the episode, I am going to show the balance on my savings account that I began, I believe it was a month or 2 months ago, talking about the 400 Club. We were going to do a 400 Club, remember, and by the end of the year, we were going to have $400 in there. And of the people that have the $400, I'm going to give out a prize, an Amazon prize. All right? Probably a $10 Amazon gift card. So if you want to sign up, I need to see a monthly amount deposited. And even if you don't get to 400, if I see that you're doing it, we'll register you, we'll take you in, and there'll be a little prize that will be deposited into your account. Someone has given me a like in the NDB Media Network. So one of the hosts of the program on NDB Media has given me a like. Thank you. I thank you. Another mistake is not hiring someone who is basically trustworthy. The next one is hiring the first advisor you'd meet. Look, if you're going to buy a car, you're probably going to go to several dealerships. I'm not saying that car salesmen are the same thing as a financial advisor, but there are people that are very sharp and there are people that are book smart. It's just a reality. They can get their licenses, but they're not good at doing other stuff. It was DA Roberts, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, DA Roberts, who sends me a message. I'm going to put him on blast right now. As I begin my program, he sends me a message. Just love it. He asked me something along the lines if I'm free or not, which I, being the stuck-up SOB that I am, is he trying to negotiate something? Wondering if I'm free? I don't know. I don't know what that means, but I'm just being a jerk right now. Check him out at daroberts.net. Wonderful author. He knows what's going on. Who knows? He might join us in a little bit. But I have a sneaky suspicion he may want to do another program right now. So we'll see. The second mistake that you can make is hiring the first advisor. They may be the best, but you should talk to others and ask them how well they do. Straight out. And they're probably going to lie. I don't think they're going to lie to you, but how they answer you. So you need to shop around. General Dalton, thank you for the love, sir. The next one is choosing an advisor with the wrong specialty. There are advisors, and I am actually, surprisingly, taking on a specialty. In a few years, I will be able to call myself legitimately an investment advisor. When it comes to Social Security and municipal retirements, I am, forgive me for this conceit, but I know what I'm doing. I know quite a bit. Don't know it all, but I do know quite a bit. And everyone who works with me knows about it. I know he doesn't talk to me right now, but Mark Andenegi, you got your vacation advance. People didn't know it. They're like, yeah, I know those rules. But that's very minor. But there were others. There was a retirement option between the waiting period as to what employees could do. And I pay attention to some of that stuff. But I'm the first one to admit I don't know it all. But that's why I'm not an investment advisor nor a retirement specialist. So you should choose an advisor for what you want to accomplish, whether it's long-term investment, capital appreciation. And capital appreciation is growth. Your capital, appreciate. Think of the word appreciate. There's more of it. Capital appreciation. The fourth one, picking an advisor with an incompatible strategy. If you're a mutual fund person and they invest in properties, that's their expertise. Well, come on. Your fifth mistake is not asking about credentials. You have it right there in my credentials, CRTP. And as I add additional credentials, I'll be putting those little initials, acronyms, whatever. But, every California tax preparer must be registered in California. And you can check them out at ctec.org. So you need to ask their credentials. Ask about their licenses, how well they've done in their tests. On my blog entries at Jedi.Tax, I have listed how well I've done on my exams. I'm not ashamed about it. It's a test. Doesn't mean I don't know. I know you can't see this right now, but this is publication 17, one of my books right here. It's not as big as it used to be because the IRS cut out a lot of stuff. This used to be like a 400-page document. They cut it out, and they just shoot it or reduced it in size, and it was a waste. It used to be here. But the point is, it's still primary. We use it as a reference doc. It's a digital version. It still has most of the stuff, but it has a lot more hyperlinks. So they've gone to the hyperlink format. If you actually go to irs.gov, the hyperlinks, going from publication to form to everything back and forth, I got to tell you, it's not bad. But I have this one. Then I have the blue one for states. Okay. This was not as full right now, but this is just this year. And then I have the tax book. I have the deluxe edition, which is for the states, or the federal, and for the states. These are just the reference materials that I have with me now. Of course, we have the internet. I'm part of several tax boards where we help out each other. So I'm on my own. I have to know this stuff, and I have to find out. It's not that hard. You just look it up. Preparers that don't want to look bad, they lie, and they just create situations for their clients, which is really bad. You shouldn't do that. A DA is telling me that he has one bombshell of a guest lined up for the Nightmare Hunter. Wow. All right. We'll have to see. Now, the sixth mistake you mistake is not understanding how they were paid. That's the financial advisor. Some advisors are fee only, and I alluded to that. The one that, okay, well, let me finish. As this is the article at smartasset.com. Some advisors are fee only and charge you a flat rate no matter what. Others charge a percentage of your assets under management. Some advisors are paid commissions by mutual funds, a serious conflict of interest. If the advisor earns more by ignoring your best interests, do not hire them. Case in point, I am looking to get my Series 7 and other licenses soon. That means that if I have a client and if I am recommending that they buy a certain mutual fund, I'm going to get a kickback on that. And if I'm only sending them to the ones that pay higher, that's a genuine conflict of interest. So the advisor must not only advise them, but tell them that up front. So you have to understand how your advisor is paid. And finally, trying to hire an advisor on your own. Well, of course, smartasset.com wants to show off their stuff. So, yeah, that's an important thing. But the primary thing about hiring an investment advisor, because this will affect your taxes. What are your investments going to be? Are they going to be taxable or non-taxable? I've already given you some hints. You can invest in mutual fund companies that invest in your state. And you just have to be certain, but that's tax-free money. For the older crowd in the audience, remember when Ross Perot earned $1 billion and everyone was pissed off because it was tax-free? Because he invested in Texas bonds, municipalities, cities, counties, the state itself. And the payouts that year were tax-free. You can do it. I can do it. I'm doing it. You can do it too. You can do it. So we'll see. I believe those were it. The article is there. You can check it out. Even the article might be a little, biased itself. There's truth in the article, and it does help you out. So those are the 7 mistakes you can make when it comes to retirement. And that's not even talking about the investment strategy. But keep that in mind. It's important. Shop around. Don't go with the first one. Know how they're going to get paid. Know who they have to answer to, whether it's a state agency or a federal agency. Find out if they're licensed and ask them how many years they've been in business. Ask them how they've done. Ask them for results. Ask them if there are any clients that would speak on their behalf. I do not ask my clients to do so, but I will let it know that a client did leave me a thank you on a Facebook page. All right. They left me a thank you, but I reduced my fee. Actually, it's upcoming because they just recently did it. So I'm going to give them a credit next year, and I wanted to let them know. I acknowledged the thank you, and I wanted to let them know that I was going to reduce their fee by, I don't know, something. I'm not going to say what it was, but the point is I'm thanking them for doing that, for leaving me a thank you. And lo and behold, I talked about the client that complained this morning. You won't get this out of other people. I will tell you. And the client was angry at me because I didn't pick up the phone. And as I mentioned, they called 3 times, didn't leave a message. And since we all get spam, and if they don't want to leave a message, click, automatically blocked. And they called 5 more times, didn't leave a message. What do you want? And then they took the time to leave me a long-winded message. So I read the message. And my whole thing was, why didn't you just leave a message? But no. You chose to just call. I'm an adult. Leave me a damn message. I'll leave you a message. It's the way I function. But yeah, that is my pet peeve. If anyone, I don't care who it is, They call, don't leave, call again, don't leave, call again, don't leave. Yeah, they're done. They're blocked. I don't care. I'm too old for this game. I'm not going to play that stupid game with anyone. And I know people are laughing at me for that. So, I don't deal with harassing calls. And as some clients have told me over the times, but what if it's an emergency? Sorry, what? Yeah, tax emergency. There's no such thing. Oh, and if I'm your emergency contact, wow. So, just about being adults, folks. That's all it is. So, yes, I disappointed someone today because I wasn't working. I was closed. What are you going to do? My hours are clearly listed on the website. When I'm closed, it's my option to answer or not. It's stated. I ask everyone to set up telephone appointments or send me a message. But if you're going to call, yeah, I'm out. I don't even have time for that. It's a waste of time. So, but beyond that, folks, I hope I gave you a little guidance on choosing an investment advisor. Don't trust people because just because they got lucky doesn't mean you'll get lucky when it comes to investments. Do your research, investigate. Let me give you an idea on how I judge how the economy is going. And it's throughout the year, there are signals out there. Number one, during the holidays, Christmas lights. How many people have Christmas lights out? When the economy is going well, lots of lights. Halloween. How many people are giving out Halloween candy? How many people are traveling for Thanksgiving? There are hints. Fast food restaurants. Are the places busy? Are they full? Other restaurants. How about the markets? Excuse me. Look, some are quite obvious, but you need to get an idea so that you yourself are prepared. Remember, one of my lines here is control your destiny. And that's what we try to help you do. Control your destiny. So, we're in it together, and we can all do well together. Just have to be smart about it. Take the initiative, do what needs to be done. And for now, I've got 8 days. Hey, yeah, 9. It's Monday the 17th. Today's the 9th. I'm whining, and I shouldn't. My goal was reached 2 weeks ago. My earnings goal. You have 3 of them, right? You have, I need this to live. But I don't do this full time. It will be by March 28, 2024. Then you have the one that, it'd be nice to get to. And then the one that is like the wet dream goal. I passed the wet dream goal 2 weeks ago. Wow. Thank goodness. And now I'm going to the Star Trek goal. So we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, make your dreams happen. Control your destiny. Talk to people. Don't be afraid about it. Get differing opinions, but open up your view. Don't go by what one person tells you. There are sharp people out there, but even then, they're not going to give up their secrets. And on the flip side, as I've learned as a shop steward, as a tax preparer, and as a human being, they only tell you what they want you to know. I am an open book. I mentioned that I got a great review by another client, and yet I got slammed by a potential client. They're not even my client. So, I don't know if that one counts, but I did read the message and it means something to me. But again, I'm too old to pander. Way too old. But beyond that, control your destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rogelio Noriega, and head on over to Jedi.Tax. We have agents now in New York. Oh, you know what? Oh, did I upload the newest one? I don't think I did. Bad boy. But here we go. This is where we have offices. Maria Lupian in the Inland Empire. Raul Lomeli in Dallas-Fort Worth. Rosalind Brinson in New York. And, of course, Peter Villacordo over in Oxnard. Nicholas Crawford in Norwalk, Keith Labe in the Apple Valley, and our most newest one, I do not have it right now, Joshua Luna. You may find him. He is in the West Valley of Arizona. But heck, folks, this is Jedi.Tax. We love it. We're lucky. We're thankful. And we like it. We thank you. And we'll see you guys. We may not be on in 2 weeks. We may be on in 4 weeks. And we're also looking to bring on a genuine investment program. And I believe I can say this. You know him as Dream. Thomas Whitney and I are looking to do a sort of investment club. And we're going to be talking about our results moving forward, talking about investment strategy, stuff that we do. We don't know what we're going to call the program yet, but it is something that we're going to be doing live. So I'm really looking forward to that. If you want to join, oh my goodness, Thomas just gave me the like right there. You see? Oh, he's very smart, and he's gotten me back into that investment game. And wow, I didn't know he was there. Yeah, yes, it's out. I've told everyone of it, but I haven't told them when. So the way it works on Sunday night at about this time, you have Jedi.Tax Radio, then you have All Tower Media, then Jedi.Tax and All Tower Media. Well, I am not going to do Jedi.Tax continuously. So DA says he's going to be getting coffee. He'll be right back. DA, I will wait for you, and you can just log in, and we'll just talk online in a moment. But for everyone else, folks, 400 Club, $400 in a savings account, a liquid account, by the end of the year. I'm doing it with you. I hope you're doing it with me. Folks, if we can have a savings, we all get stronger together. Control your destiny. Don't let anyone else do it. For now, we'll see you guys on the other side. Get me out of here. Peace! We'll see you guys on the other side.